Hey everyone, I'm Reece Prescod, Team GB 100-metre sprinter and Olympian. I've just qualified to become a personal trainer with OriGym. I think for me, when I got to the age, I want to say in my last 2 years, I started to think about, if I weren't doing athletics, what I was going to do next. And I think it was just about finding, what I'm passionate about, what I care about, and what could be the next transition. So I spent the last 2 years having a little bit of a think, and then just like writing down in my journal, or just nodding around or asking older people for some advice. And I think that's kind of been the last bit of exploration, I'd say. I think for me, it was a natural step. I love exercise, I love health and fitness, and I also love being able to now, help other people. I had a massive interest in terms of the gym. It was one of my strong points as being an athlete, and I wanted to bring all my experience and knowledge on the track, but also then learn the whole part of the body, the whole part of training systems, all the varieties in becoming the best personal trainer. So I think it was for me just a natural progression. I chose OriGym for me because they were the best company that I had a look at. I looked at loads of different companies online and I came across OriGym. I feel like there was a great selection in terms of content courses and what I could actually learn and upskill myself as a personal trainer. But I think the process was really simple. They gave me two options, whether it was, flexible online for like distant learning and also an intensive course. I obviously opted for the intensive course because I wanted to really indulge myself in the process. But it's been a great 4 weeks so far and I'm just learning everything that I need. I'm loving the course right now. I'm learning a lot. The lessons are really good. There's a balance. We learn, about different aspects of the body, different training systems, all the things related in becoming, a really good gym instructor or personal trainer. But we also not just learn, we then have practicals. So we come into the gym, we also get to test out our theories, we also get to be in a gym environment. I think sometimes, when you're going to become a trainer or a gym instructor, you need to obviously get an experience of what it's going to be like in the gym. So for us, having that, the classroom learning, but also then having a practical learning, just made it a lot more easier. So then when it comes to exams and these kind of things, you're then used to being in a gym environment. So for me now, going into the personal training world space, I'm very comfortable being in the gym. There's so many parts of the course that I've enjoyed. I'd say the best part of the course for me so far has been the exams. I enjoyed, being given a clear structure and then on the day having to deliver what I've learned. So I feel like the exams are really good because it's now then giving me the knowledge to then when I have a client one-to-one to be able to bring what I've learned onto the practical situation. I think the course has given me so much education, not just around training, but around learning all different parts of the body. So I've now got an in-depth knowledge of everything, but also then a practical knowledge and sense, which I've then applied during the lessons. But then coming into the gym, just being in the gym environment, it's prepared me to now, be in a gym environment and be comfortable and learn all the different spaces. But I feel like it's massively helped me in just becoming really professional and being one of the best gym instructors or personal trainers that I can be. I'm open to working with all different types of people. Obviously my background is being a professional athlete and I will, attract athletes that want to train with me, but I'm happy to, work with everyday walks of life. If it's older, elderly, I just think I want to, have an experience working with everyone. I want everyone to be able to come to me, learn how to train, have a healthy lifestyle and just help and transform people's lives. I think for me, being a professional athlete the last couple of years, I love, the discipline, I love organisation, I love being busy. And I think now, having a new passion, having a new career, it feels like I'm just starting, everything from afresh. So I'm just really excited, to find a nice home in the gym and be able to train and get to work. I'm gonna, have a look in London and explore my options. But ideally, I want to place myself in a nice gym that has, the right environment for me that I can flourish. But I ultimately want to become one of the best personal trainers in England and Europe and the world. So for me, it's just about, starting my journey as a personal trainer, upskilling myself with OriGym continually. I want to, learn every single course there is to learn over the next couple of years. So it's kind of like a education, but also practical as well. But for me, it's just about becoming the best personal trainer that I can be. How I was an athlete, I've always worked in 4-year cycles. So it's about now, over the next 4 years, become one of the best personal trainers I can become with OriGym's education. I'd always say to everyone, if you're thinking about becoming a PT, I think it's a great transition and a great career where you can, benefit lives, but I also think you can also learn a lot yourself. And I think, whether you're an athlete or, everyday walk of life, I feel like it's a skill to, to learn to exercise and to better yourself. But I feel like it's also a great opportunity for you to actually come and actually learn another vocation or another skill that I think it will stay with you for life. So I'd say to anyone that wants to become a personal trainer to definitely do it because it's just a great experience.